Are you ready to stop the self-sabotage and create the life you desire? Well, in order for that to happen, you need to break free from the bad beliefs that are holding your success hostage. You need to optimize the stress by turning it into extra energy for success. And those hurtful habits? Well, we need to give that pain a purpose for progress. Welcome to Stop the Self-Sabotage and Create the Life You Desire podcast. What's your promised land for this summer? It's a vision of something that even if you've given up on it in the past, it has not given up on you, and it continues to pull you into it. There's something, a result, a goal. I have a client who can't say the word goal for herself because of what she's been through in the past and how those goals were stolen from her. Whenever I work with a client privately and we're moving from the coaching into the hypnosis session, I always ask them, what do you want as a result of this hypnosis session? Not what's the goal, because goals we can set and sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. But we always get results. So what is your promised land result? You know, whenever Moses was supposed to lead the people into the promised land, they sent some spies in there. And out of the 12, 10 of them came back going, oh, we cannot do it, because they had never done anything like that before in their life. They felt it was just way too large. They weren't equipped, and they had all these fears. And that's exactly what's going on with your promised land, is that there are people, maybe from your past and your present or arrive in your future, that seem larger than you, that will try to block your progress. There are triggers that you have. There are fears that will show up. No doubt about it. And so you either have to reprogram yourself for progress, or you will agree with the convenience of your past problems. Because after age 13, your powerful part of your mind that runs all of your habits and patterns, and whether it's success or failure, it's just a habit and pattern. Well, that powerful part after age 13 doesn't want to learn anything new. Says, let's stick with what we know. My mom calls it the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. Well, yeah, there's a devil there. Whatever evil has tried to convince you that you are less than. Well, the reprogramming, it starts now. Just this morning, a couple of hours ago, I was in tears while I was trying to water my flower garden. If you've been in my world for a while, you know one of my promised lands is my home. It's my sanctuary. She's also a fixer-upper. And I have redone some of the flower boxes that run alongside her out in the yard, approximately, 60 to 90 feet of them and a couple of feet wide. And I've redone them, and now I'm trying to grow wildflowers. Seems pretty simple, right? Bought myself a hose with the spray nozzle to be able to water the seeds that I planted. You have seeds that you've planted, and something is coming along and it's trying to keep you from nurturing and nourishing them. Because what I discovered the other day is that Thor gets way too hyped up over a hose and a spray nozzle. Thor's my puppy, a little bit over a year old. He has idiopathic epilepsy, which means seizures of unknown origin. Well, I found one of his triggers when he gets way too hyped up with the hose. Yeah, a little bit later after that, he'll be having a seizure that happened just a few mornings ago, which can be very dangerous because you never know if it might be a seizure that he won't come out of. And so, I can't leave him in the house because he can hear when the faucet gets turned on for the hose, and he gets hyped up that way too. So this morning, I am filling up 5-gallon buckets with water, trying to keep him out of them so he doesn't drink too much water and have a seizure that way. And then taking that bucket, walking it several feet over to the garden and picking it up and watering it. And I'm crying while I'm doing it, going, it's not supposed to be this hard. This was my promised land. But you know what? There are giants in that promised land. So I'm standing on the promise. I am standing on the promise that there is a way to do this that will allow me to claim what it is that I want to experience with the beauty of my home. Because when you're emotional, you're highly suggestible. And so I'm standing on the promise. But until that promise comes to fruition, I need to upgrade the meaning of the giants that I'm facing. Okay, mentally, emotionally, and physically. So mentally, I'm having to heft these buckets. Well, I get to see how well my workout program is going, my strength program this summer, to see how much easier it is to lift these 5-gallon buckets of water. Emotionally, yeah, when you aggravate me, look out. Because I'm going to grab onto something and I'm not going to let it go. And physically, well, those thoughts and those emotions that don't belong to me, that tell me I can't have these things because of the people in my past, because whatever might be going on in my present, because of what might show up in my future, you don't belong to me. And I am literally kicking you out. I have a promise, and I am going to stand on this promise until it is mine. So, what do you need to do to stop the self-sabotage, discover what you really want, and create the life you desire? One of the things you can do is send me an email as quick as possible saying that you want to know about Summer of Success. Summer of Success is a 3-month program where we're going to work on unstoppable self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-worth, to where you are going to claim your promised land. So that's, and send an email that says Summer of Success to dawn@dawnlandrum.com. It's also in the description, the email address. So that's the one thing you can do. Stop the self-sabotage. You have convenience of past problems, and it's what you'll go to because it's what you know. Reprogramming yourself for progress, it's going to take some work. And so stop the self-sabotage, discover what you really want, and create the life you desire. Choose your promised land for this summer. Stand on the promise of it. And when things show up that say you can't have it, give it a new meaning, such as, oh, you are so not going to tell me what to do. I am motivated. There's a motivator known as freedom. There's 5 of them: status, control, freedom, relationships, and truth and justice is the final one. I am motivated a lot by freedom, which happens to be represented by the middle finger on your hand. And if something shows up and tries to take away my freedom, guess what it gets? Yeah, I'm claiming it. It's mine. Now it's time for you to step up and stand on your promise. You can do it. I believe in you. And until you can believe in yourself, just borrow mine. Becoming a healingpreneur. Could that be you? It's not just a career. It is a calling to help people peel back the layers so they can move into progress of their brilliance and their magnificence. If this could potentially be you, then I want to let you know I am offering you the ability to train with me privately at the group investment. I only have room right now for one person to be able to do this over the summer. We're going to take a look at our schedules, and we're going to fit training to where it's a good fit for you, as well as what I have open.
And you can take up to 3 months, not only to train, but up to 3 months to take care of your investment. But again, I only have an opening for one. Why is this? Because my trainings that I do, even on the advanced side, are a little bit lighter over the summer. So it creates space, and that might be a space and a place that is waiting for you. So this is what I'd like you to do. Go to dawnlandrum.com, click on the tab, become a certified hypnotist, see everything that is offered there. Again, it is at the group rate that you will be training with me privately. And then reach out to me. There's going to be a button that shows up on the bottom where we can have a phone call. And let's make sure that this and myself are the right fit for you. So, healingpreneur, is that your calling?